Hello there guys, what is going on? Son of Chelsea back here again for another edition of Let's Talk Chelsea, where we take a look at some of the biggest news stories surrounding Chelsea in recent days. And of course, a lot of the fallout from the game on Tuesday night where Chelsea lost to Valencia. You can catch my rational perspective on that game. Link will be in the description box below where I give extended thoughts on that game. But the biggest sort of talking point that has continued since that game is the penalty miss by Ross Barkley. And sort of what I want to talk about and start with is some clarity on my end with what I said in a rational perspective, which of course was recorded after the game, and some things that have come to light since, and also just my frustration over people's continued sort of criticism of Barkley and almost at points abuse of Barkley, because there was that confusion which I expressed, but Lampard since then has, and the players have made it abundantly clear that Ross Barkley, when he's on the pitch, is the penalty taker, and we need to move on. That's pretty clear, and I think that anyone now who is arguing that somehow Barkley defied orders in taking the ball at that point is being disingenuous, really, I think, and that's just to me so clear at the moment. The club, the players, everyone involved has made it so clear about Ross Barkley being a penalty taker. He missed. People miss penalties. We saw Paul Pogba miss a penalty a few weeks ago. We saw Marcus Rashford miss a penalty. Does that make them bad players? No. Now, do I personally think that Ross Barkley should be a regular starter for Chelsea? In my opinion, no. I think they're better midfielders, but the constant negativity and abuse towards players is just, it just gets so tiring. And I think that as supporters, getting behind the players and just wanting them to do well, there's a sense sometimes that people just want players to fail, and anytime a player puts on a Chelsea shirt, to me, I'm going to support them and I want to see them do well. And I think more of that needs to come into play. So that's just clarity on the Barkley penalty miss situation. And we move on now, and he'll be the penalty taker, and hopefully we get a penalty soon, and we'll be able to score it, and hopefully he'll be able to pick up some form soon as well. Now, the next story is regarding the other big talking point from that game against Valencia, which was Mason Mount's injury, having to come off in the first half after a bad challenge from Francis Coquelin. And there was huge concerns and fears that this is going to be another long-term injury for Chelsea and another midfielder out. But The Athletic reported on Wednesday through Simon Johnson and Liam Toomey that Mason Mount will not be out of action as long as first feared, after an X-ray on Wednesday found no ligament damage to his injured right ankle. Apparently since then there's been light jogging and continued assessment, but it does appear he's still highly unlikely to feature on Sunday against Liverpool. And I guess a sigh of relief probably is the main thing. I think most of us are taking away from this because of our injury record this season. You were just fearful Mount was going to be out for an extended period, and already Frank is dealing with a lot of injury problems in that particular area and in other areas of the pitch. And luckily for Mount, who's had such a positive start to the season, you want him to really get back into form once again, and he's so key to us. I think that was one thing that people pointed out after Wednesday when he came off. Because he's a young player, we don't take that into account as much, but he is crucial to the way we're playing at the moment. His goal outlet, his high pressing, almost at times being higher than Tammy in the pitch, almost a second striker. That energy and enthusiasm and work rate is so key to what Lampard's trying to bring to Chelsea. And he's a key player within Chelsea's system and a regular starter. So hopefully, best case scenario, of course, is he starts against Liverpool, which is a massive game. But even if he doesn't, it looks like it won't be a major injury, which absolutely is a positive. Another injury update by Simon Johnson is that Ruben Loftus-Cheek will be back in first team training in hopefully 5 to 6 weeks after that Achilles injury. There was fears by the club he was going to miss the rest of 2019, and of course once he gets back, because of that really long-term injury, it's going to take him a while to get into first team action and be ready and match fit. But this is a positive. Another area that we've lacked players so far this season, like N'Golo Kante and Ruben. Two players have been so key, and Ruben especially was so positive and a revelation at the back end of last season. I can't wait to see him come back into this team, especially now Frank has brought so many young players into the team, and an English core and a core of players that Ruben will know quite well. And it's going to be so exciting once that team takes shape. And hopefully when Ruben comes back, he can get into form quite quickly, because he is such a key player. In my opinion, our best attacking midfielder, especially from last year. and I can't wait to see him back. And the final story regards more contract talks for young Chelsea players hoping to extend their futures at the club. Tammy Abraham and Fikayo Tomori are apparently in talks to extend their deals to 2024. It was Fabrizio Romano that reported that both players had open talks and had personally agreed to extend, and only terms now had to be agreed. It keeps up the good business in recent months with Chelsea. We spoke on the last Let's Talk Chelsea about Billy Gilmore and HUDSON-ODOI, Ruben, Mason, a lot of players, and I'm sure if Reece James, when he comes back into the team, I'll be too surprised if there's a contract extension there, maybe sometime in the future. But these are all going to be important players, especially Fikayo and Tammy, and especially Fikayo, who I thought maybe some of us may have thought wasn't going to be as included as he has been already. But if we go to a back three, I really think he's going to be a regular in that back three, and he's impressed in the last couple of games. So really, this is so positive for the club, ensuring the future of these players. These are going to be key players for Chelsea moving forward, and hopefully, like the other deals that have been rumoured, these get done pretty quickly. So that is it for this edition of Let's Talk Chelsea. Let me know your thoughts on everything I discussed today in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell to never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter @SonOfChelsea, and I'll see you again.